Ladies and gentlemen, 5-year plans are back. As of when this video is being released, it is early 2017, which means all of these parks are starting to open up again. And so while people are excited for what's new this year, people are also looking to the future as some of these parks start teasing their future attractions. So as we go through 5-year plans this year, we'll be looking at the years 2018 to 2022, and I figured what better way to kick off these new 5-year plans by returning to the first ever 5-year plan I ever did, which was for my home park, Kings Dominion. If you ever saw that one, the things that I predicted in it did not happen. So as time has gone on, I think we've gotten a better feel for the direction that Kings Dominion is going in. So hopefully we'll be able to look at what they could be adding in the future. But just to recap real quick, looking at the last 5 years, 2013 was a Planet Snoopy expansion. 2014 brought on the 40th anniversary. 2015 was Soak City based. And then the following year brought Delirium in replacement for Shockwave. And then 2017, we have a Planet Snoopy expansion. So hopefully the next 5 years will be a bit more exciting than the past 5 years because we still have yet to see a new roller coaster after Intimidator 305 in 2010. But luckily, we know what's happening in 2018. Hurler is getting its track stripped and it is going to be given the RMC hybrid treatment. Kings Dominion has teased this. There is RMC track on site. I have seen it with my own eyes. The track is being removed. Some of the supports are being completely dismantled. They're going to be turning it into a hybrid like Storm Chaser, Iron Rattler, Twisted Colossus, all of those. And I'm confident when this opens, it'll be one of the best rides in the park. I'm very excited for this edition. It's the only RMC anywhere around, but I'm also thinking that we'll be receiving a second edition for 2018, which is going to be Winterfest. Cedar Fair is starting to bring these to their other parks. A lot of people thought that Kings Dominion was going to get theirs in 2017. However, that did not happen, so I'm predicting that we'll be getting that for the 2018 winter season. So after a big year like RMC Hurler, I think the following year is going to be kind of an off year, nothing really too exciting. I am thinking that eventually we'll be seeing a 4D attraction come to Kings Dominion, and I think that 2019 would be the year to do it. We still have the action theater that could be used for something like this. It's very likely that we could be seeing something like Plants vs. Zombies or Mass Effect 4D, probably with a different IP, but something along those lines. And then I'm also thinking that we'll be seeing some sort of upcharge attraction added. I could see like a slingshot going in. I've always thought that Kings Dominion could use a slingshot. Put one next to Delirium, they have space there for one. I think it would make sense there. And then the following year, 2020, that will have been 6 years since Soak City was touched, so I'm thinking we'll probably see a return to Soak City and some updates being made. I'm thinking we'll be seeing some sort of large expansion here. Not just like a kiddie splash pad, like a decent sized Soak City attraction. I wouldn't be surprised if more parks start putting in water coasters. We're seeing Six Flags Fiesta Texas add some, and so maybe if Six Flags starts putting in more of those, Cedar Fair will kind of counter them and put in some of theirs at some of their Cedar Fair parks. So I could see eventually down the line Kings Dominion getting something like that. Maybe something along those lines, or they could use something like a mat racer. They have tons of space back there, so I think it is very possible that they could do that. However, because they'd be focusing on the water park, they gotta add something to the dry park, so I'm thinking this will be when we will see our front gate upgrade. We know that Cedar Fair is eventually gonna upgrade all of their Cedar Fair front gates, at least the ones that really need updating, and Kings Dominion's is definitely one that needs an update. Its entrance could really use a facelift, a nice modern entrance like one of Carowinds or Cedar Point's, so I'm thinking that is the year we're gonna get it. So moving on to 2021, I'm thinking this is when we're going to see a return to kids-based rides. We know how much Kings Dominion loves upgrading Planet Snoopy, so this will probably be it. However, unlike our last Planet Snoopy upgrade when we got 3 attractions that Planet Snoopy didn't even really need, I'm thinking we should probably get some decent sized attractions here. Sizable additions that actually really round out the Planet Snoopy collection. Something like a Zamperla Disco. Or maybe there'll be some new kiddie ride invented by then that they could add here. There's plenty of options, but I'd be surprised if Kings Dominion didn't upgrade Planet Snoopy at some point in the next 5 years. So whether we like it or not, we'll probably see an upgrade along those lines sometime in the future. So that leaves us to our last year. Now I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. Well, okay, so we have RMC Hurler in 2018, but we still wouldn't have seen a new roller coaster? I think that's just because we know how Cedar Fair likes spreading out their roller coasters among the parks. They don't like doing too many at one time. So after Hurler, I think again Kings Dominion will kind of take a back seat, but I think this is when we'll be seeing our next major attraction, and I'm definitely thinking we're going to be seeing a B&M. After an RMC, the next logical route to go is with a B&M coaster. They really need something like a wing, or there's been rumors of like a flyer. I would love to see either of those. The nearest wing coaster is at Dollywood, which is not anywhere close to Kings Dominion. And then the next B&M flying coaster is going to be at Six Flags Great Adventure, which is, again, probably around like 5 to 6 hours away. And that's a Superman coaster, so if you got something really unique, that would be great here. Give it a cool theme, a nice color scheme. And as far as location goes, hopefully by then they will have gotten rid of Dinosaurs Alive. You could put it back there. Or maybe Kings Dominion will finally take out their third and final cruddy roller coaster. They took out Shockwave and Hurler. Maybe this would be when they take out Anaconda, and you could put a sick B&M flyer or wing coaster over the lake. But I'm thinking we will be seeing a few years spread out between RMC Hurler and their next ground up roller coaster. As much as I would like to see one added sooner rather than later, I think logistically Cedar Fair likes spreading out their attractions, so I wouldn't be surprised if we go a few another years before our next major attraction. But that is my 5-year plan for Kings Dominion. Is everything here what I would like to see there? Not necessarily. I think this is probably the most realistic 5-year plan for Kings Dominion. I mean, if I were in charge, again, I would put in the B&M probably like 2020, and then throw in like an S&S Scream and Swing, or maybe like an Enterprise and stuff. But I think that Kings Dominion will probably, again, kind of take a back seat in favor of some of these other parks. We know California's Great America will be receiving a lot of attention in the future. And then probably after that, Valley Fair will probably be the next park to receive the Cedar Fair treatment. So those are just some of my thoughts on this. Let me know about what you think. Post all those thoughts in the comment section below. And of course, stay tuned for more 5-year plans coming soon to Coaster Studios.